Hello everyone. So our today's editorial is a patchwork approach to GST problems. Recently government had made few changes in the GST through their decision of the GST Council, and that's why this editorial is in the news. And the author is talking about the few drawbacks in the GST. The first one, he uh, first point he rose about the quotation one nation and one tax. First, we discuss the how it is against the one tax quotation. As per the quotation, there should be the one tax for the whole nation, but which is not in the GST because government has introduced the various slabs in this. For example, 0%, 5%, 12%, 18, and the maximum 28% in the initial state. But as the GST process goes on, the government introduced the three new slabs too, that is 2.5%, 0.25% on rough diamond and 3% on gold. And apart from this, the recently few days back, government also reduced its tax rate to 1% for the under construction real estate. So it started from the 1%, and now the government have 8 tax slabs rate. So this totally against the one tax quotation. And apart from this, the one nation, it means a single tax rate for the whole nation. But this is also not the same case here because Kerala is treated differently nowadays because of the floods which occurred earlier in 2018 in Kerala, has caused various devastation in the state, due to which the Kerala is suffering now. And government allowed them to raise their tax rate, that is, the goods and services provided in the Kerala are 1% more dearer than the goods and services provided in the other state. Therefore, it is now a Kerala versus other states, which is also against this quotation of one nation one tax. So overall, if we see, the one nation one tax is just a quotation which is not implemented properly by the GST Council, because we have a different slab rates, and we have a different uh, uh, we have different approach with the different states. So it is just depleting the very much agenda of the GST that for which it is implemented. The other part is the transparency issue. Due to these slab rates and the more addition of the rates, this process has become more complex and difficult for the businessmen or the traders to understand the GST part and GST tax regime, and make it more complex and the less transparent because of the input tax credit. Input tax credit was a system designed by the government to so that the company or the manufacturer can claim credits for the tax it has paid on its inputs. So whatever the company paid the tax pay on its input claim claim back their credit for the government. And it is a very encouraging step, as no doubt it is in the earlier VAT, but it is more transparent in this GST system. And it is much welcoming when the GST was introduced, because and sorry because under a fully functioning GST system, the government can verify the amount of credits to be paid to the company by matching its invoices with those provided by the vendor. Therefore, such a system encourages honesty and transparency. But the problem here arises that few days back the government reduces the real estate under construction tax rate, and in addition to this, government just track down the input tax credit benefit to them. Therefore, now these under construction real estate business cannot claim input tax credit. So there's a very big question in this, because real estate sector, their biggest input or the raw material is the cement, and which attracts the highest rate of GST, that is 28%. So you can see that the highest rate of GST is applied on the real estate inputs, but they are not getting the input tax credits. So there's some mismatch in this, and due to which the real estate sector will definitely suffer. So govern and and one more point, the corruption. When we talk about the corruption, there are few areas or few sectors which comes on the top of the list, and real estate sector is one of them. And by track down, or by eliminating the input tax credit system from the real estate, the corruption will definitely go up. Apart from this, few restaurants on and the sanitary pads, they too have been exempted from the benefits of the input tax credits. So the very core purpose of introduction of the GST was somewhere the simplification of the tax and the bringing more transparency. But the steps taken by the government of eliminating the input tax credit for few sectors is acting opposite of their objective. So therefore this author is talking about these 3 points. The first one is the different slab rates, second one is the distinction between the states, that is Kerala versus other states, and third one is the complexity and the transparency. So government should work over these issues to make this tax regime more beneficial and more applicable to the state or the country. So this is what this editorial is talking about. I hope you all are clear. So thank you.